For decades, the United States has experienced a severe shortage of air traffic controllers. This shortage is now being compounded by the government shutdown. Let's look at some clips that explain the problems we are now facing.
The U.S. has a severe air traffic controller shortage.
Air traffic controller is at an all-time low in staffing. Now it's hit to a critical point where this can't be sustained. We currently have 10,800 certified professional controllers, where we need 14,633.
That's roughly a deficit of 26%.
Holy shit!
It takes a long time to become an air traffic controller, and many are quitting before they are fully trained up. That is why the U.S. is short about 3,000 air traffic controllers, and many airports have seen travel delays this summer as a result.
Number 825 X-ray Romeo.
The students in this room hope to be the next generation of air traffic controllers in training at what amounts to ATC boot camp in Oklahoma City. It's not easy. About 35% will fail.
If somebody washes out, are they eligible to try again?
No.
So it's one and done.
It's one and done.
Chris Wilbanks oversees training and the FAA's effort to address the air traffic controller shortage.
This is where it all starts, right here.
The FAA is working to reduce the washout rate, adding a mentoring program to help students during the roughly 3 months they are at the FAA training center. The agency has also streamlined the application process and expects more than 2,000 students this year, the most ever. But a CBS News data review found over 90% of air traffic control towers in the U.S. were understaffed.
Holy shit!
I was watching a YouTube video today about air traffic controllers. In this video, they said that gamers can become incredibly effective at this job. That made me go down a deep rabbit hole, and I found out there is a huge shortage of air traffic controllers worldwide right now. That's surprising because controllers can get paid $100,000 a year as soon as they finish training, and they will also pay you to attend air traffic school. Everything checks out, and a job like this should have a lot of competition, but the reason there isn't is because this job is incredibly stressful. Each controller can be in charge of directing up to 30 planes at once. This job has a negative margin for error. It's so hard that aviation administrations require them to take breaks every 2 hours. 60% of all applicants end up quitting before even working in a tower. But gamers are naturals at this job because they're very quick problem solvers, have good memory, and can stay calm during dynamic, stressful situations.
Is this in any way unclear?
No.
Good.
Today is the first day that we will have a zero paycheck, and it's disappointing.
And if you don't think this is starting to have a larger impact, consider this. Pete left our interview thinking about his finances and went to work at Dulles. Do you think this puts any extra level of danger around any of this?
Flying is still safe. Air traffic controllers will make sure that flights get to where they need to go in a safe manner. But it does, I think, increase risk a little bit. And when we see an increase in risk in the system, it's our responsibility to call that out and attempt to mitigate that whenever possible.
That's the fact, Jack! That's the fact, Jack!
Why don't air traffic controllers just strike during this government shutdown? Well, for one reason, the Taft-Hartley Act of 1947 forbids or makes it illegal for U.S. government employees to organize and strike. That's why in 1981, Reagan fired all the controllers who were striking. And the void that was left by all of those controllers no longer working was supervisors, trainees, and yes, some military people had to fill in the gaps. It's not like you can just pick up a tower controller from Andrews Air Force Base and drop them at O'Hare. There's extensive training that's involved with this.
Strange game. The only winning move is not to play.
Justin, the Transportation Secretary, Sean Duffy, now says air traffic controllers who don't show up for work and, quote, aren't dedicated may be fired. Listen.
If we have a continual small subset of controllers that don't show up to work and they're the problem children, listen, we need more controllers, but we need the best and the brightest, the dedicated controllers. And if we have some on our staff that aren't dedicated, like we need, we're going to let them go.
Then fuck you, asshole!
What we need to find out is, did the controllers that were working then have the right backgrounds, the right information, and the ability to do their job correctly?
NTSB board member Todd Inman says the agency is looking into whether staffing in the control tower may have played a role in Wednesday night's tragedy.
Have you spoken to the controllers who were on duty that day, and can you describe the general conversations?
Yes, we have spoken to one of the controllers that was actively working on the day of the incident. I can't describe the actual nature of the conversation just yet, but I can say this, we're getting very good cooperation.
Air traffic control staffing has been a problem for the FAA for years, and it's thousands of controllers short of staffing goals.
The amount of fatigue.
Nick Daniels is president of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association.
A lot of the conversation has to do with controller staffing at this and other towers around the country. How much of an issue do you see that to be right now?
It's a very large issue. It's a 30-year low in air traffic control staffing.
The FAA obviously has standards as to what the staffing level can be at any given time. Are those largely adhered to?
Right now, we often work short in a lot of our facilities, but when we cannot meet the staffing requirements, we end up beginning to reduce capacity in order to keep the safety level at what it should be.